And we'll start with the power rankings presented by our friends at Toyota. This week, once again, what a shock. Number 1, the San Francisco 49ers. After that, it gets interesting. You asked me the other day about, will the Cowboys be number 2?
Yeah.
The Ravens were already ahead of the Cowboys. And the Ravens beat the Rams, and the Rams are not a bad team. The Rams are still on the first page at number 15. The Rams are a playoff contender.
Right.
And the Ravens bump up to number 2 because the Eagles lost. Cowboys bump up to 3. Eagles to 4. Dolphins fall to 5. The one that I think you're going to be most interested in, and the one that I struggled with the most because of their record at 7-6, the Bills at number 6. But I ask you this, Chris, if not the Bills at number 6, who? Look at the next teams. If you don't make the Bills 6, who's it going to be? The Chiefs, who just lost to the Bills? The Lions, who just lost to the Bears? The Browns don't deserve to be number 6. I already bumped them up 6 spots to number 9.
Right.
The Jaguars lost 2 in a row. The Texans lost. If not the Bills, they're the only choice to be 6.
I don't disagree with you here. I don't, especially when you just talk about like quality of play right now at this moment, right? I mean, you know, I don't think you're wrong there. You know, they're definitely playing better than the Chiefs. We know they're playing better than the Lions. Yeah, in a head-to-head football game, I'm going to take them over the Browns or the Jaguars or the Texans right now. I hear you, right? I don't remember a year. I don't remember a year where there's this few like upper echelon, you know, really good football teams. It seems like the top tier of football is about as weak as I can ever remember. And I'm dead serious. You know, I mean, really, it's right now. I mean, those top 3 teams are. And I would put the Cowboys, too. I'll just say that clearly over the Ravens. That's where you and me would differ. I don't think you're crazy to have the Ravens at 2. I understand it. But, yeah, it's just incredible. I don't remember a year anytime in you know, recent history here where I went into mid-December and going, man, like, who are the really good teams in football other than the 49ers and the Cowboys? And I thought the Ravens were, but they haven't been looking as good. So I'm like a little bit like, you know, where are they? Are they in that top tier, or are they going to be on the edge in the top part of that second tier? We'll see. Hopefully this all, you know, shakes out towards the end of the season here.
And look, this week coming up, the 49ers are at the Cardinals, which they should win that game.
Yeah.
And the Ravens are at the Jaguars on Sunday Night Football. If they both win, according to these power rankings, you're going to have 1 versus 2 again. We had 1 versus 2 not that long ago, 49ers Eagles. We're going to have 1 versus 2 on Christmas night, 49ers Ravens. And I know that you'd put the Cowboys ahead of them, but they're not going to play again until the postseason. But you know what, Chris? If the 49ers destroy the Ravens, I mean, that makes it even more stunning. Right now, there are 4 elite teams in the NFL, and there's 1 crap team in the Panthers, and everybody else is just kind of jumbled based upon good luck, bad luck, benefiting from a bad call, gust of wind, whatever. Like, so many of these teams are interchangeable, and they've managed to win more games than some of the others, but they're all basically the same. But when you consider what the 49ers did to the Cowboys, 42-10, what they did to the Eagles, 42-19. That's 84-29. If they dismantle the Ravens, it just underscores that the 49ers are clearly the best team in football, and the only thing that could hurt them is literally multiple key guys getting hurt.
Yeah.
Otherwise, they're going to run away with it.
Yeah, it has a feel that we haven't really, I feel like, seen in modern football a whole lot. Right, where there were certain years, and I know the Patriots, but it has a feel of like 80s and 90s again, where you just go, like, through 10 weeks, you start to point out a team, and you just go, they're, like, better than everybody. The 85 Bears are better than everybody. Oh, the 86 Giants are better than everybody. Oh, the 89 49ers, they're better than everybody. It's week 12. We already know. It's just, are they going to get hurt? Are they going to get unlucky? Whatever. And it kind of has that feel of that right now. 92 Cowboys. Oh, they're better than everybody, right? It seems like right now we have a team that's earmarked as clearly above the rest. I don't think there's any doubt about that, and we'll see if that continues here down the home stretch.
Well, and it's going to make for some playoff games that will be edge of your seat from the standpoint of, especially after last year, because the 49ers, I think, were the best team last year, but then what happens? Early in the NFC Championship, Brock Purdy gets injured. So you're kind of bracing and waiting. And if I was a 49ers fan, I don't think I'd be sleeping very well at night right now, because I'd be obsessed with this. It's going to happen. It's going to happen, because they've had a great team every year since 2019. But the lightning strikes and the injuries happen, and you don't win the Super Bowl. Now, they had the Super Bowl against the Chiefs won. They're up 10 points with 7 minutes left, and Patrick Mahomes happened. But I feel like they've been so close, and they really do. Of all the teams right now, they deserve to get a championship just as kind of like recognition. They've been great the past 5 years, and they've put together an awesome team that deserves the payoff. They've made good decisions. They've made bad decisions. Their good decisions are so good they've overcome some really bad decisions, like the Trey Lance thing. But it just feels like they deserve it based on what they've accomplished in recent years with Kyle Shanahan and John Lynch. But, hey, deserve it or not, you got to go get it. And that's the thing. 4 more regular season games. We saw how quickly Tyreek Hill's injury situation becomes a factor for the Dolphins. If they have another stretch like we already saw in that Browns game, if that happens again, there it goes. And it's wide open for everybody else. And presumably it's Cowboys, Eagles, Ravens after that, but who knows? Who knows? That's who knows who's going to make the playoffs, and who knows who's going to get red hot, and who knows where injuries are going to happen that could change everything. Even with this feeling that the 49ers are far and away the best team, I just feel like that's part of the script that's going to lead us to a surprise ending.
Maybe. I hope not. I'm kind of rooting for my buddy Kyle Shanahan. I think he's the best coach in football right now. They got something special, and like you said, they've been knocking at the door here for quite some time. I mean, they go to the NFC Championship game again this year. They'll have been in the NFC Championship 4 of the last 5 years. So that's a pretty damn impressive run. And like to your point, with kind of, bumbling, bobbling, whatever, screwing up the quarterback situation a little bit and being unfortunate there, and to still do that, I think speaks to, like you said, what Shanahan and Lynch have done to build that football team and how special they are in other areas on their team to overcome, the most important position in the sport.
Did we show the second page of the power rankings?
I don't think we did.
That I want to make, because I struggled with how to place the Titans, the Giants, and the Bears, who each had upset victories this weekend, but there wasn't a lot of places for me to put them.
Yeah.
So I just said, screw it. I'm going to tie all 3 of them for 23. I've never done that before. I think I rarely will tie 2 teams in one spot. I've never put 3 in the same spot, but I felt like they all deserved to say we're 23rd. Neither deserve to be 24 or 25th. None of them deserve to be 24 or 25th. Yeah, and again, there aren't enough spots to go around. And when you're a bad team and you get a big win, I feel like you deserve a bump. And it was hard to fit everybody in.
Yeah, I hear you. I mean, I don't know what. I don't hear you. I mean, make it a damn choice and put 23, 24, 25. What a cop-out by you.
Who would you pick out of those 3?
I would have made I would have made the Bears.
Ahead.
I would have made the Bears, I think, 23 right now. Right? For the way they've been playing, right? I mean, they've looked really good the last few weeks. Went into Minnesota, won. Almost went into Detroit and won. Beat Detroit at home. I would have made them 23. The Titans 24, and the Giants 25. I think that's what I would have done.
The Titans had the most impressive win this weekend, though. 13-point underdogs, pulling out that victory the way they did. That weighed, in my thinking.
Sure.
And the whole Giants taking a crap season and not falling apart.
I know.
There was a point where I'm thinking, Brian Daboll is going to continue this streak. The 2 years and done. Ben McAdoo, Pat Shurmur, Joe Judge, Brian Daboll, he's going to be out after 2 years. John Mara's going to fire him just like he fired the last 3 after 2 years. McAdoo didn't even get the second year finished. So they've found a way in the middle of that crap to turn it around, and I give them credit for that. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.